Well, sound is a great undiscovered subject for business. Most organisations are blissfully unaware of their own sound and the fact that it can influence behaviour in almost any commercial environment. Well, joining us now is Julian Treasure. You're chairman of the Sound Agency and you've written a book called Sound Business. Now, general question to start up, what do we mean by sound in business? Is it people talking? Is it that horrible lift music? Or is it listening on the telephone?
It's sound in every possible aspect of business, from the sound of a brand to the sound in every space in which a business operates. The human voice is the most powerful sound on the planet, so that would be one of the main ones to get right. But every form of sound in every space affects us, and we now have a science called psychoacoustics, which allows us to predict the effect of a soundscape on human beings.
OK, well, you wouldn't expect to get away without hearing some sounds. Let's start with one of those ones, the telephone, known as a generative tone. Now, this can sort of vary. Let's hear it first. Now, that's actually quite funky, isn't it, there? But some of them are absolutely appalling, and they used to be terrible. How can that influence whether you stay on the line, how annoyed you get, whether you buy? Well,
the telephone is such a powerful tool in business. Generative music, I think, is the future of music on whole, because it's composed on the fly by a computer, so it never repeats itself. You don't get bored sitting there. And we can do that in any style, classical, funky, like you just heard. But I think companies are not using the telephone effectively. It's a very, very powerful form of sound. They don't train people carefully enough. They spend a lot of time avoiding calls by using automated call handling systems, which drive most people mad. And they outsource this to offshore call handling centres where people can't understand what's happening and where they're thousands of miles from the business. Every customer call is a valuable asset, but they're being treated like a liability.
I think we've also got some sound of something might be played in the background of a supermarket, is that right?
Shops.
Oh, that's
you can just hear in the background. Oh, I see that.
Right.
50p for lipstick this week.
That sounds awful. What's relevant about this?
Well, retail sound is a really big problem. In fact,
so this is not sound, sorry, that you play. This is the ambient sound you just get when you're
That's just
around.
Sound from typical shops. Okay. The research shows that the right sound in shops can put sales up by 38%.
Now, what is the right sound?
Well, it varies from shop to shop. It's all about understanding the brand, the people in the space, the function of the space, the acoustics of the space. So this has to be done extremely bespoke. It's not a question of one.
I have to say I'm sceptical of that. I mean, surely it's just you can play some nice, relaxing music and you feel nice and relaxed and more likely to stay in there.
Well, the issue with music is that it's always got associations. So what you love, Nick might hate. Right. And therefore, if I start playing music in a shop without thinking carefully about who you are, how you're going to respond to it, then I can have exactly the opposite reaction I'm hoping for. Let's
finish off on brands. Now, we weren't, for copyright reasons, we weren't able to play these, but we've got the Intel, bong, 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 the Intel one. We've also got some others.
He made me do this.
Raw.
Yeah. Raw.
Oh, that'll be the MGM, yes.
So they can actually be the brand sometimes, like the Intel one. Everybody knows what it is, presumably.
They can be a very powerful logo. In the same way that a logo is to a brand, then a sonic logo can be to a brand as well. But the important thing is to ask the question, what is the sound of this brand? And then you need to create some audio brand guidelines which actually map that out in every possible dimension. The voice of it, the music associated with it, the logo, every possible form of sound.
In a word or two, are kids right when they say they can do their homework with music? Can that help?
You've had that too? No.
That was in a word, that's very good.
And the working lunch theme, what do you reckon to that, we were asking?
Oh, I think it's very functional.
Yeah, very diplomatic, eh?
Fantastic. Well, and thank you, and whoever wrote the working lunch music, well done, you're functional. Do write in with your views, the working lunch music, by the way. Don't forget, you can email us all your comments by the website, which Nick's mentioned.
Take care, we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.